Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is D. Anthony with Evolution Traders. So doing the day 3 recap. I know the market is still open for another hour, but I'm done. Mentally, I'm already checked out. Today was actually a good day for the most part. So let me kind of give a recap on today, and then let me kind of give you a recap on how I approached the day. So today we were actually able to make $478. The total P&L was $420 because we have those commissions and fees in there. I took a total of 12 trades. I'm going to show you why I took a little bit more trades in a minute. Well, actually, I'll just kind of let you know. So I didn't really take like 12 separate trades. What I was doing today was kind of finding my areas of entry, which I'm going to highlight in just a minute. And then what I was doing was starting off with entering the trade with, like, let's say 2 micros. And as it started to kind of push in my favor, I went 2 micros again, and then 1 micro. And some trades I got up to like 5 micros or 3 micros, right? And I started a trade, entered with 1, and then as I seen it go in my direction, I added to my size, right? So how many of you guys are actually doing that? Not averaging into losing trades, but how many of you are averaging into trades that are going in your favor, right? So especially if you break a certain level and you get that momentum, instead of just sitting on your hands waiting on that one trade, load up more, and then kind of scale out along the way. I didn't really wait for a 1-to-1 exactly. Like, I had a stop loss at over my 1 bar. That's my max pain. But I was just getting in, and because I was scaling into these trades, as soon as I started to go green, I was just watching the candlestick, and if it pulled back, I just got out of the trade. Was locking in $30, $40. Biggest trade that you can see here was largest winning trade was 260. That was on a full 5 contracts, and it was a nice move. So it was a very, very nice move. I actually held it a lot longer than I wanted to. The longest trade time was 1 hour. Average trade time was 6 minutes. So you can see how I'm getting enough time to kind of average into these plays and hold them. Largest losing trade today was $85. I finished at an 83% win rate. Losing trade 16%. So I took 2 losing trades and I took 10 winning trades. Again, not that most accurate, because I was some of these trades, like for example, on the 10 trades, there might be 2 particular trade entries in one particular trade, right? If that makes sense. What I want to do is kind of show the chart on some things that I was looking for. So we had this initial pop at 5:30 in the morning, some news, some numbers, whatever. I'm in California, never up at this time anyways to trade. So if we kind of look at where the market opened up, we had a little bit of a pop higher, came back down. Now my chart setup today, for the most part, the white line is a 20 SMA. The black lines, I know they're a little faint, but I like it that way because I don't want these bright blaring lines in my face. I want it to be subtle. Is the VWAP, right? So the middle VWAP, I got an upper VWAP band, the lower VWAP band, whatever. It's just a range, right? First trade that I took was this trade here, 6:45 in the morning. We closed below, right? We closed below this 20-period moving average. Once we started to confirm here at 6:55, I went ahead and took my normal, size. I took a couple of contracts here. As we broke down below this VWAP, and you see us start to confirm, I loaded up again, max size at the 5, and I tried to capture as much as I could stomach, before I started to feel antsy, like I need to get out of this before, it goes against me. So entry price was down below 16,913, and I sold somewhere in this candle. Again, I don't know the exact price because, in real time, I'm just like, what's my profit? What's my profit? Is it working? Is there momentum? Is there momentum? And I'm scaled in at a full 5 contracts. So, it could have been somewhere in here, I don't know, 871, or, could have been 869, hell, could have been 880s. But if you look at the entry price below, basically 16,900, I took a good 20 to 30 points on this move on a full 5 contracts, or, it could have been a little bit more. Next play that I took here, if you kind of just notice, we close back over this 20-period moving average, get back over VWAP, but there's no confirmation. We get a setup to the downside, but there's no confirmation on the next candle. The next real play that I was looking to take was this one here, back over. The risk was minimal, it was only at 23 points. Again, went in, scaled into this, got in with a couple of contracts. As we started to break, added another couple of contracts. Again, so these are just, I want to make a note of something. These are just tools that I have in my belt, right? So why are you taking 2 contracts and then buying more? Why don't you just buy more from the start? Guys, it's a natural feel. Like when you start to feel the play working for you, you can see that it's gonna, it's starting to kind of move. Load up a couple more contracts if you can stomach the risk, right? And then sell out. So today I wasn't really looking for like the full 1-to-1, but more so just let me get in on the move, right? I'm looking for something specific, a close back over the 20, get over VWAP, confirmation, get in, load up more as we start to break a previous high wick, and then try to sell, when my P&L is going on the up. I always want to sell when we're going up or sell when we're going down. I don't want it to go up, come down, consolidate, and then me just take profits. I want to sell on the momentum. Next play was here. This was a nice one. So on this play here, I loaded up again, kind of averaged into this. We closed back below the VWAP and the 20 SMA, got the confirmation here, and this one candle was 35 points. So on this candle, I loaded in with 2 as it started to build momentum, got to full size on the 5, and then able to capture a good move down on that, and then started to scale out, and then had a couple of contracts, and when we broke this low, just got out. Like that was it, just like got out. I didn't sell it at the bottom or nothing like that, just waited for a new low to be broken. This play here didn't confirm for me, or I was getting coffee or something, but it didn't confirm to the long side anyways. We had this play here that confirmed. I got into this play and I was sitting in drawdown for about 25-30 minutes. It was just kind of going up, going down, going up, going down, going up, going down. Once we broke VWAP, I sold here, and then I got back into the play once we pulled back into the 20, and then we started to pop. I used a 20 as my stop and just took a little bit of a scalp to see if we can kind of take out this little swing high here. And once we did, I just sold on this little run up here on this little, cross looking candle. Again, wish I would have sold up here. But again, so I was in the market, I was out the market, I was in the market, I was out the market. One thing that I want to focus on is if you try to approach this business where, no, I have to have a specific entry, I have to have a specific contract size, I need to see something happen the same every single time, you're going to get crushed. You have to be dynamic. Sometimes you need to take profits quicker. Sometimes you need to cut a losing trade quicker, right? Sometimes you need to, yes, like have a set of rules, but follow your rules more so than your trading strategy. So what that means is I'm looking for different things to happen on the chart, but I can deviate from my strategy as long as I'm still following my trading plan. So what's my trading plan for this combine, for this funding challenge? My trading plan is I don't want to lose no more than $200 to $250 on the day. So what I'm going to do is trade all my setups when I get them, and I'm going to take different contract sizes between 1 contract all the way up to 5 contracts. And I'm just going to be in and out, kind of managing that against my week's P&L. So as you can see, like as my week's P&L starts to go up, I think I'm up like close to $600 or a little over $600 now. I'm never going to be trading or lose more than what I've made on the week so far. So I just want to keep going like that. Again, taking the setups when I get them. Now, the 2 losing trades that I took were basically just trying to get in on bounces or get in on like rejections, and then like I just didn't feel right, so I just cut the trade, right? Like I got in thinking that we were going to reject and then or put in a new high, and it just didn't work, didn't feel right, and then I just quickly got out of them. So again, it's a feel thing, right? Like sometimes I see traders on social media and they'll say, well, I had my stop loss at 20 points and I was in profit 10 points, and then it came back, and then, I felt like it was going to go higher, and the next thing you know, it stopped you out at a full stop loss. Sometimes I'll get into a play, and if I just don't feel good, like if I just get into it and I'm like, this is taking too long, or it's not really working, I'm going to give it one more candle, and if it doesn't go, I'm just out. Or I'll take a small loss on it, or I'll take a small win. I don't really care, because what I'm managing is my P&L. I'm managing my drawdown. I'm managing my risk, right? I'm not telling myself, well, let me go ahead and take 5 mini contracts here and hope that this works out. No, like I'm going to take my trades. I'm going to increase my size and downsize depending on if I'm green or I'm not. So like if I'm green on the day, let's say $100, $200, $300, I might increase my position sizing more, because I feel that if I take a loss, well, I'm still not going to be red on the day, because the whole goal is once you're green, you do not want to go red. Like whatever it takes, once you're green, you either stop trading or you manage your P&L to where you make sure you finish green. Like, I don't care how much you want to trade, how desperate you are to catch a trade. You do not go red once you are green. Now, if you're only green like 20, 30 bucks, sure, maybe you might go red. But once you're green, like over $100, $150, $200, you do not, I repeat, you do not go from green to red under any circumstance. Now, if you just start the day off red, sure, that's a different story. Maybe there's a discussion to be made with yourself about, let me hang it up here because I'm not seeing the market clearly. Today, I felt like I was seeing the market clearly. Like, the moves, they weren't spectacular, and they haven't been spectacular all week. But I felt that like I had a good feel for the price action. I had a good feel for the speed of the way that the market was moving. So I was a little bit more confident in taking some more trades today. You know, and as you guys can see, over the last 3 days, I'm averaging around 10 to 12 trades a day. Which again, some of those are not like considered real trades because it's like I'm entering the trade and then I'm kind of like adding to the trade or whatever. You know, I even had, I think there was a time, I don't even know if it was a winner or a loser, but I actually bought a mini contract. And then once I looked at the P&L, I realized I'm like, oh my God, I'm in a mini contract. I just quickly exited it. I don't even know if it was green or red. It could have been green. I don't know. I just realized I'm like, oh shit, I'm on the mini contracts, not on the micros. Let me get out of this. So that's going to count as a trade. So it's going to skew the stats a little bit. But all in all, once you get like a good feel of the market and you feel like you can see the levels okay, you know, have at it, right? Have at it. Like this is, I don't want this business to be stressful. Like you're always like on edge, like, oh my God, I need this trade to work. Oh my God, I hope I don't lose. Guys, this business is a high energy business. It's a stressful business, of course, but it's a fun, it's a feel good business too. Like I joke around in the room a lot at Evolution Traders and say, this is a stupid business, right? This is one of the most dumbest businesses that we can be in, right? Like watching these stupid candlesticks and trying to pick the right side. It's dumb. So let's have a little fun with it. Let's just have fun with it and manage our risk, right? If we make everything so stressful, it's going to make the job that we're doing, which is dumb to begin with, more stressful. Like, let's have some fun with it, but let's manage our risk. Like, I don't want to like have fun with it by like gambling 5 mini contracts. I want to have fun with it and play in and size into my trades. And if I feel that I'm doing good today, you know, hell, I'll take 10 points. I'll take 12 points real quick on 5 contracts. I don't care. That's $50, $60. I'll take it. Right. Whether it goes up another 20, 30 bucks. Okay. So be it. But you know, I felt good at where I took it. So again, I like to tell new traders, yes, always have a stop loss, always have a max pain on the day, always try to target a 1-to-1. But hell, if you guys are feeling good and you're able to get in, take 10 points here, 5 points there, 12 points here, maybe you hit a full 1-to-1 at 20 points, guys, you're piecing together that day and days are starting to flow, right? That $100 turns into $200 real quick. That $50 turns into $150 real quick. So if you're feeling the market, get in, get out, have some fun with it, make some money. Don't put so much stress on yourself. Make sure you're managing your risk so you don't get blown out, that you're able to trade tomorrow. And everything's all gravy. Again, it doesn't really matter what strategy you're using. Use the 20, use the VWAP, use the 200, use supply and demand, use order blocks, use order flow. I don't care. Doesn't matter as long as you know what you're doing. Use the 5-minute. I had some traders today trading off the 1-minute chart, guys. There was even a trader today in Evolution using the 30-second chart and managed to make some money looking for the same type of concepts, changing trends over under the 20, looking for those rejections, putting a stop loss, letting it see if it can pop. Whatever's comfortable to you, right? Just because I trade a certain way doesn't mean that you have to trade exactly that way. It's comfortable to me. I'm not going to change it. But if someone else is having success elsewhere, that doesn't mean that I need to go flip over and trade the 15-second chart now just because someone else is making money on a 15-second chart. That's not comfortable to me. And I know that that's not comfortable to me. The 5-minute chart is good. Me analyzing my levels on the 1-hour chart is also good for me. And that's my sweet spot. And that's where I'm going to stay. So all in all, what I'm trying to say is make sure you as a trader are comfortable. Don't worry about what everyone else is doing. Have a basic strategy that's going to give you a little bit of an edge. And then how you really make money is following your trading plan. Daily max loss. Daily area where if you make over X amount of dollars, you need to stop so you don't give it all away. Managing over trading, managing emotions, managing, you know, playing too many strategies in one day session, right? Like I have a couple of strategies that I'm looking for. And if I see them, I'll take the trade. I'm not going to sit here and wait for a specific one to hit if I see something else that I've traded before start to set up, I'm going to take the trade, right? So again, have fun with it. Relax a little bit. It's the end of the year, guys. It's the holidays, you know, have some fun. You know, we're all ending out a good year. Hopefully you guys have made some money this year. If you haven't made any money this year, it's okay. We're coming into a new year. Hopefully you guys have learned some things about yourself on an emotional side of things where you guys can get to become profitable in 2024, right? If you guys want to trade with me and the team, that link is down in the description box below. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.